And we welcome you here to Montclair Kimberly Academy for the start of the Prep B Championship. We are here right on time and off and running from the campus of MKA. Simon Rosenwasser here with you, Joe Vasile, our camera operator. Glad you could join us for game 2 of what you could call MKA PDS week here on the Play-by-Play Sports Network. These two schools battling in every Prep B championship possible this week, including field hockey on Sunday, where it was MKA who defeated PDS 2-0. And they play here today in boys soccer. Tomorrow, we're down at Princeton Day School to live stream the girls Prep B championship between Princeton Day School and Montclair Kimberly Academy. PDS moving left to right here, white jerseys. Wesley Liggett going up for a head ball. Leading scorer for Princeton Day School this year. They're 8-6-2 as MKA tries to get forward on the attack. Zach Wheeler's pass was intercepted, but out of bounds it goes, and MKA will have a throw in the form of Jonathan Park. MKA 9-6-1 this year. Finished second in the SEC Liberty division behind Glen Ridge. They've got another game tomorrow in the NJISAA non-public B tournament. Play Eastern Christian in their second round game. Had a first round bye. Did the MKA Cougars, the number 3 seed in that tournament, as it's knocked on long by Sean Cadigan, the freshman from Cedar Grove, giving chase and battling forward is Elliot Odell, a sophomore. He got some help from Zach Wheeler, who wheels into the corner. Staying right with him, the defensive PDS. There's Connor McIntyre. Now all the way on the far side, the defender is Chima Chukumba. And he's the last to touch. It looks like we're going to have an early corner for Montclair Kimberly Academy. Cougars coached by Rob Leather. He's been the head coach since 2014. As an in-swinger ball punched away by the goaltender for PDS, that's Sal Rego. It stays with Montclair Kimberly Academy, shielding and going towards the middle. It was MKA, but knocked away. Here's Leggett coming back, the attacker, doing work in the midfield, ultimately leading to a PDS throw as they try to get upfield. First 3 minutes of this game, scoreless, live here on the Play-by-Play Sports Network. Glad you could join us. Windy, somewhat chilly afternoon here from Montclair Kimberly Academy, but actually quite pleasant for a soccer game. It's a little windier up here in the press booth area here at MKA than it probably is on the field. But there is a breeze moving from left to right, or with MKA as they go in transition here. It's Leggett who stays with it, tries to get a shot on it, was deflected right at the top of the 18 and into the arms of the MKA goalkeeper, Andrew Garofolo. Foul here at midfield. It'll be MKA with a chance to get this ball forward with a free hit. Seth Kaplan. And down for Dylan Latta. Latta with some nifty footwork. Slides it in for Odell. Elliot Odell, right before it goes out of bounds, looks for a head in the middle, but Spencer Goldberg couldn't connect. And PDS clears away.
Nice, John. Hey, talk! Hey, deal what's right. Deal now. On it again.
Head ball from A.L. Jacobi. Wesley Leggett pinballing around in the midfield, comes down to Kaplan of MKA. Leggett doing battle, trying to take it away from Kaplan. And those two once again coming together. A lot of clustering in the midfield here. The ball just sticking right around that 35-yard line on the football field until PDS finally looks like they have possession. And in tight spaces, they're able to only hold it for a moment. Ball comes out of bounds. And up the sideline, a throw goes for Montclair Kimberly. And now this ball comes all the way into the stands. 6 minutes into the game, no score. No shots on goal, though we had a touch from the goalkeeper of PDS off of the corner kick. Comes down to Kaplan in midfield. And knocked away by Alex Lou Nwakos. A couple of players on the PDS roster that we were given are on the field, but their numbers are wrong, so do bear with us. Some of the misidentified players on the Princeton Day School side. We'll do our best at halftime to clear those up. This is Sean Cadigan with a wise play to go back to his goaltender and Andrew Garofalo. Leggett providing pressure. And if it got to Leggett there, he would have been in an offside position. It's Kaplan who's knocked off the ball. And the shot on from Chima Chukumba. Sophomore forward. No rebound for Andrew Garofalo. And a strong boot to get this one upfield, last headed by PDS. '91 saves this year for Andrew Garofalo, now 92. MKA on the attack. Getting back there, Kobe Auslander, multi-sport athlete for Princeton Day School. Good hockey player, good lacrosse player. And some of those skills translating here to the soccer field as well. They do get the center ball in, and Jonathan Park actually ended up putting a shot on there. Kind of hung up, but good work by goaltender Sal Rego of PDS as an MKA player goes down. That's Danny D'Angelo down in the midfield for MKA. He took a shot. He looks to be okay, but clearly in some pain, a little bit of a stinger there. And a free kick for the Cougars. Down it comes to Princeton Day School. William Sedgley does well to keep possession, and free kick in a dangerous area here. Ball at the 25-yard line, so you're talking about 30 yards out, or 32 yards out, as Wesley Leggett lines it up, puts one low on towards the corner, and brought in by Garofalo. So two saves from Garofalo. And good back and forth action. Chances from both teams. I don't think you could say either team with a clear advantage here in the early going. quick restart, and MKA works its way upfield. Pink socks for Montclair Kimberly Academy. The end of Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Their field hockey team had pink jerseys. Soccer team didn't go to that length, but at least they've got some pink on. Here's Kaplan. And back it comes to Rego. A little bit of miscommunication, but Rego able to get it forward out of the danger. But still, Seth Kaplan. And now off of MKA, out of bounds. Good pressure from the Cougars. Kaplan leaves it off. And it's Zach Wheeler, who may have looked for a teammate in Dylan Latta to make a run, but it's Rego who brings it in. Sal Rego, the senior goalkeeper. The long boot, Kaplan knocks it ahead. Dylan Latta finds a man, but he's offside. Zach Wheeler.
Working, Blue.
Ooh. As Princeton Day School went forward there, a little shove in the back from Eyal Jacoby. And Jacoby called for the foul, so it'll be a free kick. And Garofalo will come up and do the honors for Montclair Kimberly. Again, the breeze coming into his face, but he cuts it through the wind and finds the head of his teammate as it's knocked towards the middle. And Sedgley won it for PDS. Now MKA back on the ball. Auslander knocks it out of bounds safely. 12.5 minutes into the game. Apologize for that pole that's right here in the middle of the frame. You'll see that every now and then, but as you learn in broadcasting, you have to deal with the circumstances that you're dealt. Ooh, good move there. Into the box and into the corner! Dylan Latta with a gorgeous goal 13 minutes into the game, and Montclair Kimberly Academy strikes first. What a beautiful move. And then with the outside of his right foot, he rocketed it right inside the post. And Dylan Latta, the senior from Verona, New Jersey, has a goal 13 minutes into the game.
Let's go, William.
To make it 1-0 in favor of the Cougars here at Van Brunt Field, the home field for Montclair Kimberly. Pretty much an unassisted goal there for Latta. Princeton Day School looks to respond. And they're going to have to reset all the way in the back. The pressure from Montclair Kimberly, the midfield and attack. Been able to strike very quickly. Here's a chance. Let go by Garofalo. As Chukwumba was running onto the ball. A couple of strong runs for Chukwumba as he provides pressure here. And they're just going to safely go back with the goalkeeper and Garofalo. Jacoby in midfield for PDS. It's off a couple of heads and right back down to Jacoby. Little dump and chase into the corner looking for Leggett. And Leggett does enough to win a throw for Princeton Day School. Leggett heads it on, and Kaplan of MKA got the first touch to clear it out. It's down to Jacoby, heads it immediately, and now looking for Leggett. Ooh, a good chance for Leggett as the goalkeeper and Garofalo came out very aggressive, and Leggett got his head on it. It got behind the goalkeeper, but Leggett did not get enough on that ball for it to find the back of the net. So now MKA quickly on the attack off of the punt. It's Spencer Goldberg, corner of the 18. A knock into the middle for Zach Wheeler. And Seth Kaplan lucky to get that one to Jonathan Park. Here's John Park spinning it back and going trail to Seth Kaplan. Wheeler trying to find Dylan Latta, who was not on the same page, and now Leggett running onto the ball for PDS. A good defense by Oliver Winters of Montclair Kimberly. And the keeper calls off his defender, and Garofalo communicates well with Will Horn there to pick it up and punt it away. Good head from Latta. Spencer Goldberg draws the foul. So a set piece here for MKA. See Sal Rego, the goalkeeper for Princeton Day School, shielding his eyes, the sun in his face. As Kaplan goes right at him, and Rego didn't see it till the last minute. Could have probably caught it, but safely punches it away. And Princeton Day School able to win the free kick here. And it is Rego wearing all black who restarts. Direction of Chukwumba. And they got Sedgley for a shove in the back. "18 minutes in, it's a 1-goal lead for Montclair Kimberly Academy.
Go, bud, come on. Jump behind you.
Park skies it forward. Defender in Ricardo Martinez trying to do what he can to stop the momentum, and it eventually will fall out of bounds here on the near side. And it'll be a throw for Princeton Day School, substitution for Princeton Day School. In comes Vincent Gasparo, and out goes number 25, and that's one of those guys who's not on our roster. So helps us out. As he goes off the field, again, we'll find his name out at halftime. Seth Kaplan at the midfield. Bounces around, and Chukwumbo comes up with it. And Gasparo with fresh legs crosses it in, but his lefty cross goes right into the grasp of the goaltender. Simon Rosenwasser here with you, Play-by-Play Sports Network. Glad you're along for the ride. And now Rego going back and forth here. Both goaltenders have been active. Sometimes you watch a soccer game and either one goaltender or the other doesn't get any work. Now here, both goalies have been right in the game. Evenly matched teams on paper. Two programs that know each other very well. Gasparo knocking it on for Leggett, dangerous. And Garofalo. Man, he's come out a couple of times already. And that time it was the wise decision to be aggressive, as Leggett got his foot on it right as the goaltender did. And now the other way, it's Rego who has to come up and give a little shove to Zach Wheeler. Oh, and you know Rego, the goaltender for PDS, loved doing that. You want to come in my house? Even though we're on the road. His house is in that 18 area. You're going to take some punishment if you're going to be aggressive with the goaltender. Trying to knock it on towards Leggett. Kumba wins the throw. Leggett, good shield on a double team. Another throw for Princeton Day School. Gasparo with a head. Chukumba in the middle. Kobe Auslander. Nice possession here from PDS. Again, looking for those long balls and getting them forward in the direction of Leggett and Chukumba. Again, here's another. It's Leggett flicking it towards the net. Back down to Jacoby. Sedgley in on Cage. Pretty clear what Princeton Day School's tactic is. Long balls flicked ahead. And it probably is a good idea just based on the way that the goaltender has played. Garofalo, a couple of aggressive plays out, and those kinds of in-between balls, when you're looking for a deflection at the top of the 18 or in that area, puts the goalie in between. And if they can force the goaltender to make a mistake, maybe they can knock one in. Or so it looks like the thinking is of Princeton Day School. Under 17 minutes to go here in half number one. Official time on the field. It's Leggett with a lefty shot, and he rips it near post. That goes just wide.
Go, guys.
Wesley Leggett. He's the guy that Princeton Day School wants to have the ball in the attacking third. 20 goals this season. He also leads the team in assists with 4 of them. PDS, less goals this year than they have had in years past, as Auslander defensively comes back and is going to do, at the very least, save a corner kick. Does more than that, gives it to Jacoby in open space, and now Leggett. How about this counterattack? Gasparo running on from the feed from Leggett, and deflection, out of bounds it goes. So PDS showing that they're right with MKA. Have responded pretty well since the opening goal. 13 minutes into this first half. Here's Gasparo, who's not going to get there. Turf field here at MKA. Home field for Princeton Day School, also turf, so they're used to playing on this surface. But there is definitely a difference playing on turf as opposed to playing on natural grass if you're a soccer player. And a bounce that you just saw right there is one of the biggest differences. And that Gasparo on natural grass may have been able to catch up to that one. But it bounced so high off of the turf that it went out of bounds. Garofalo sails this one up into the wind and shielded out of bounds by PDS. Jacques Hughes does well, and right in front of his own bench, Jacques Hughes throws in, communicates with Wesley Leggett, throws it in his direction, finds his head. Jacoby, but it's Seth Kaplan, and now Jacques Hughes. It's a fun name to say as he comes in and knocks it out of bounds. It'll be a goal kick for Garofalo. 1-0 Montclair Kimberly Academy. Again, the goal from Dylan Latta. Unassisted goal. Made a move on the left side of the 18 and then finished on the opposite post. Goldberg holds it on the sideline, tries to center it, but Auslander is there. Chukumba looks like he's come up a bit since the beginning of the game. He started sort of at a defensive midfield position and now finds himself a little bit further up the field. And on the other side, he's playing right mid now, and of the attacking variety. But we do have a free kick here for MKA, and it's Seth Kaplan. Knocks it in. It's going to get on goal. Rego shielding his eyes from the sun. Fields it cleanly, and then boots to restart. Looking for a quick counter-attack, but it goes right into the grasp of MKA. Seth Kaplan heads it. And the teams battle at midfield for the ball. Oh, beautiful ball. It's Latta running on. Can he get there? Yes, he can. It's going to be another goal for MKA. Dylan Latta with his second. A gorgeous feed. I think it was Elliot Odell on the feed. Dylan Latta with the finish. And Seth Rego had to come out and do something. You could sense there being a little bit of trouble with the goaltender coming out. But really, that ball, that first goal was all Latta. The second goal was pretty much all the feed to put him in position. Perfect velocity on the ball. And again, that play where you make the goaltender come out as Latta has another chance here, trying to center it in. The ball will go out of bounds. But again, that play that when you have a ball that draws the goaltender out, in between balls, where if you're a goalie, you're not sure whether you should stay home, whether you should go and attack. Leggett gets here. And once again, it's Garofalo who does well. The third time he has been aggressive, and it has paid off for MKA. And on the other side, you just saw the goaltender be aggressive and it didn't pay off. So you get the contrast there. It's a good tackle. Ooh, that second one was not. Should be a card. Yep, it's gonna be. Zach Wheeler is gonna get a yellow card here. Ricardo Martinez, a little slow to get up. I think the referees handled that one well as Wheeler comes off. And it's Miles Cherry into the game for Montclair Kimberly. It was a clean tackle from behind, got all ball to Princeton Day School, and Zach Wheeler looking to retaliate almost, clearly did not, and got a lot of the calf of Martinez. Chukumba. as this ball finds its way to the near side and high in the air. PDS misses the head ball. It's Latta, who has scored twice off of Auslander's chest out of bounds. Cougar ball. Connor McIntyre, guilty party here. And again, it's Seth Kaplan, number 6, who will do the honors restarting. Right at the penalty spot he gets it, and pretty good ball there. It has to be knocked away by Auslander and a corner kick. MKA doing well with their opportunities. And the difference so far, the 2 Dylan Latta goals. Far post, right on the head. Doesn't get past Jacoby, though, who was guarding the far post, and he knocks it out of bounds. We'll have a throw for Kaplan and the Cougars. A foul against Princeton Day School. And a set piece from right outside the corner of the 18. Kaplan, a lefty, might have a chance to put this one on cage. Again, Rego not in an easy position here. The sun in his eyes. Kaplan looks for the near post, but cuts the corner a little tight. 3 subs for PDS. Chikumba comes out. Among those coming in, Bruno Cucci. Trevor Kunkel. Garofalo, you can hear him yell, keep, keep, keep. That's his ball, and he brings it in. Under 9 minutes to play here in the first half. And the official time is on the field. The clock stops on the field when they score a goal, so as you look at the timer on the scoreboard, it's going to be a little bit more than 40 minutes by the time the half is said and done. Hughes with a good slide tackle, and it was clean according to the refs, but that wasn't, as we'll have a free kick for PDS. Coming the other way, the guilty party, Miles Cherry. And the goaltender in Rego will come up to restart. MKA substitution, Jeremiah Druckenmiller replaces Elliot Odell. Auslander's head. Kaplan. Now Sedgley. Pinballing in the midfield. It's Kaplan. Good footwork. Goes across the field and turns it over. Direction of Hughes. Now Leggett. And they swarm Wesley Leggett every time he's got the ball. And look at Leggett trying to make something happen. He's called for the foul. Auslander heads it back. Kaplan does the same. Jacoby, good pass down to Wesley Leggett. And triple team there. Looks like he may have wanted to shoot it on net, but not to be. Auslander defends that one. It would have been a springing pass for Miles Cherry. 1-2 ball is Bruno Cucci, also listed as a goalkeeper for this Princeton Day School team. Does some good work in the midfield and wins the throw. Head ball right on the head of Leggett. Cucci heading forward, and Garofalo comes in there. Looming was Jacoby.
Miles.
Ricardo Martinez, the defender here, heads it twice and tries to cut it off. And now Latta. Latta knocked off the ball. Physical play in the midfield, but the refs are letting him go for the moment. And it comes down to Montclair Kimberly. It's Latta again making a run, putting it on net, and it's going to go across the goal mouth. Again, Rego tempted to come out. It burned him last time as Latta was able to put it home. Out comes Spencer Goldberg. And back in comes Zach Wheeler, who picked up that yellow card earlier in the game. Under 5 minutes to play in half number one, 2-0 lead for the Cougars. Fresh legs for Wheeler. Martinez shields him, good work. And restarts with the throw. Knocked into the middle though. Dangerous ball, and MKA looking to make him pay, and it almost did. Jeremiah Druckenmiller with a bold attempt from pushing 40 yards out. And he had Rego beat, but he also had the post beat on the far side.
Good ball set.
Wesley Leggett wins a throw for PDS. Pushing into the attacking third. Jared McDonald with the throw, but right on the head of MKA. And down for McDonald. Rough first touch, but he does keep it in play. Not in PDS's possession, but they do get it back here. Foul here as Jacoby draws it. And a good opportunity for PDS to get forward. How big would a goal be for Princeton Day School? Down by 2 here at the end of the first half. Auslander was the closest to that ball. Actually a pretty good ball, but mistimed just a little bit on the offensive side. Auslander may have been best served to keep going there. He kind of held himself up, and that ball may have gotten caught up in the wind a bit. Wesley Leggett shielding. Gasparo runs out of room on the far side. Auslander, defensive position. PDS looking to get on the counter attack here. Gasparo sliding it back. He's offsides, Latta. Under a minute to play here in the first half. 2 goals from the senior. And Dylan Latta. His 10th and 11th goals of the year. Second on the team behind Zach Wheeler. Jacoby looking forward, and that ball well in front of his intended target, Wesley Leggett. So 10 seconds to go, and Garofalo will just boot it away. Get some hang time on it. Watch the time tick away as Montclair Kimberly Academy will take a 2-0 lead into halftime. 2 goals from Dylan Latta. And we will be back here on the Play-by-Play Sports Network for the start of the second half. There he is, number 12, with both goals for MKA, as the Cougars will look to milk that 2-goal lead into a Prep B championship when we come back here from Montclair, New Jersey. Underway here in the second half. 2-0 lead for Montclair Kimberly Academy. And the squad switch sides of the field. So now MKA technically has the win, though it seems to have died down just a little bit here. We're still getting some gusts, but doesn't seem that the wind has had too much of an impact on the way the teams are playing. Ricardo Martinez, the defender, coming up. Back to Leggett. Gets a shot on. Garofalo able to claim. Joseph Santamaria was looming there for any potential rebound.
Nice, Dylan.
It's Rego who picks it up on the other side. Here's Zach Wheeler. Behind the defense, Zach Wheeler, bad angle, and he finishes. Three to nothing, Montclair Kimberly Academy, and Zach Wheeler, the leading goal scorer for MKA, shows you why he does have that honor. So a goal for Zach Wheeler here in the second half, just a minute and a half in. They go along with the 2 goals from Dylan Latta. Heck of a finish there. That ball goes out of bounds on the far side, so it's the Cougars who have clearly been the stronger side here today. PDS has had their chances. And if it weren't for the solid goaltender play from Garofalo, he's made some really wise decisions. And it's PDS who might have a goal or 2 at least here in this game. The Cougars are the ones that have capitalized on the chances that they've been given. And now Zach Wheeler, the goal scorer, serves it in. Looks for a head at the top in the form of Spencer Goldberg. Goldberg bounces cleats with Hughes. And it'll be a throw for PDS here on the near side. Auslander.
Dylan.
Nice.
Auslander sliding down. And Martinez once again trying to get forward. Beautiful ball for Leggett. Springs him into the box. Wesley Leggett caught up. And it's going to take a little more than that for a penalty to get called within the box. So Leggett probably had a case for being held up. If that same play was at midfield, it probably would have been a free kick for Princeton Day School, but you really got to earn it if you're in the 18 area. The referee's going to grant you a penalty shot. Here's Chikumba. Still plenty of time left here, though it would be a impressive comeback if at the end of this half Princeton Day School had 3 goals, but I don't think you can say they've played poorly. Again, it's just been the chances being capitalized on by Montclair Kimberly. They got a corner here to the Panthers. Looking far post, going along the line. It stays in bounds. Leggett towards the middle. No one's there. Wheeler's the one who clears it away. And then Wheeler again chests it down, trying to get forward on the counterattack. Keeps his balance. No whistle. So Danny D'Angelo for MKA runs after it and knocks it off a PDS player out of bounds. We'll have a corner kick for the Cougars. Shadows becoming a little bit more pronounced here in Montclair. Kaplan skies it over everyone's head and over the fence there behind the net. Martinez in the direction of Leggett, got ahead, but in on the keeper, and we're going to see a lot of this from Garofalo in the second half. Called it playing the Penguin back when I was playing goaltender. Just trapping the ball between your Penguin feet and waiting for a defender to come up and give some pressure. As Latta lets it rip, but it's blocked. When you're up by 3 goals, you're in the business of wasting time as much as you can. Watching professional soccer, you see more dives and fake injuries. I like to think you don't see that as much here at the high school level. Zach Wheeler turns it over. Chikumba uses his left shoulder and then loses his balance as well. And they're going to call him for the foul as he lost control. So 7 minutes here into the second half. MKA has added a goal to their lead. Zach Wheeler with the score. And join us tomorrow for the Preppy Girls Soccer Championship from the home of Princeton Day School, Baker Field in Princeton, New Jersey. An hour 15 minutes south of here. As head coach for PDS, Ali Hilliker, getting an explanation from the referee on that last penalty, that last foul. His first year was back in 2016, Ali Hilliker, also from the UK. As Wheeler knocks it on out of bounds, he thinks it was deflected, but it'll be a 6 for PDS. Hilliker coached at New Hope Soulbury for a long time. As Seth Kaplan comes out, and Rollins Heath is the new incomer for MKA. Shoving the back there as Wheeler went down to the turf. Princeton Day School maintains possession here in the back as they try to move forward and get something going. Down by 3 goals in the second half in the Preppy Championship. Wheeler has been all over the place here in the second frame. Nice cutback from Elliot Odell. Spencer Goldberg. Beautiful dummy from Latta, and Wheeler's right there. Spins in a weird way off the turf. Almost a toe ball probably from Wheeler, and Rego was almost fooled, but he stays with it. Leggett shielding, trying to backheel it on to Chikumba. And won by Danny D'Angelo. Here's Dylan Latta looking for open space. Wheeler was making a run, but Jacoby brought it down. and then feeds the far side. Jonathan Park, beautifully done. Looking for Wheeler. He may have been offsides, though it wasn't called. And it rolls all the way over the goal line for a goal kick. Simon Rosenwasser here with you on the Play-by-Play Sports Network. Joe Vasile, camera operator. Having a good time here from Montclair. Jacoby up to midfield. Martinez looking to spring leg it. He does. Once again, the goaltender makes another good decision. Springing out from his cage, Andrew Garofalo has made a number of really good decisions, including that one, with speedy attackers bearing down in his face. It's been the difference here. Those are easy opportunities if the goaltender makes the wrong decision. Leggett goes down hard at midfield. They keep it playing. They play advantage for PDS. So Princeton Day School gets it forward with Chukumba. Knocks it on, and now it's Jacoby. Martinez, the defender, now forward for Princeton Day School. And referee's going to stop the play, and back at midfield, when he played advantage, there was a sliding challenge from Sean Cadigan, a freshman from Cedar Grove, New Jersey, and Cadigan draws the yellow card. So it's the second yellow card of the game. Seth Kaplan comes back in for Cadigan. Wheeler was the one who picked up the first yellow card back in the first half. 11 minutes into the second half, still 3-0. Cougars lead. PDS working into the offensive third. Chukumba, who loses it though, and Kaplan right off the bench, who plays it cross field. Odell for Wheeler for Latta. Latta sprung in to the far corner. Now trying to turn back into the 18. Creative pass to Wheeler. Among three defenders, Wheeler trying to fight for it, but he loses it to Jacoby. And Princeton Day School traverses their way out of that challenge, as it's headed back here right to Latta. Auslander defending, and they'll get Latta for the foul. Jacoby playing long. Another good read by Garofalo, junior goalkeeper from Wyckoff, New Jersey. He starts with a boot. Calm play from Jacques Hughes to bring it down. Finds its way to Kaplan. Bad touch, gives it to Chukumba. Now Leggett. One more ball. Down to Martinez. Now Chukumba. A real good look at a shooting lane for Princeton Day School quite yet. Now Martinez. Again, it's Leggett. Can shoot with both feet, and he does get that one on, but Garofalo makes the save. Wheeler, who shields it down, turns towards net. And Latta, who tries to turn around and score. The ball pops free out of the 18. Another good chance for MKA, though. Trying to turn it upfield.
Nice shot.
Martinez gets past his man to Chakumba. And Danny D'Angelo with the saving tackle for MKA. Now Wheeler looking the other way, trying to spring his man in the form of Spencer Goldberg. Back to Rego, skies it in the air to midfield. Top of the 18, a battle here, and it's Rego, who may get called for a penalty here. Dylan Latta was battling, and Rego, to maintain his balance and to try to get possession, called for the foul as he shoved the attacker in the back, and now Latta has a penalty shot lined up. So a chance to make it 4-0. This would give Latta a hat trick. The shot and the score, and Dylan Latta has 3 goals today. MKA cruising here at home in the Prep B Championship. Still 24.5 minutes to play here in the second half. But Latta with his 3rd goal, Wheeler with the other. And the Cougars on their way to another Prep B crown, unless something changes, and quickly.
Nice step, Danny. Quick step.
Wheeler loses possession. It's Martinez who does this, does win it for PDS. Danny D'Angelo back to Seth Kaplan. Good work weaving his way through some pressure there. Rollins Heath looking forward in the direction of Latta. Jacoby lost it to Rollins Heath. Now Rollins Heath looking for Latta. A little bit too towards the middle there. That ball a little bit to the right probably would have given Latta another chance. Had an easy opportunity, and potentially his 4th goal of the game. Instead, it remains 4-0. MKA sees this field opening up just a bit as well. That most recent opportunity, a good indication of Princeton Day School maybe pinching up, cheating up, trying to force the issue and get forward, which could lead them vulnerable in the back. They have kept Wesley Leggett in check. 20 goals this season, the leading scorer for either team on the field. Now it's Leggett trying to make his mark, and he does. Wow, what a gorgeous goal from Wesley Leggett, and PDS not going away. There was no angle there, but Leggett made one. He chipped it over the goalie along the goal line. And a nice response there after the penalty shot. Still a 3-goal deficit for PDS, but there you go. Maybe Wesley Leggett heard me, as MKA had kept them in check to that point. And an unassisted goal makes it 4-1. And at the very least, the Panthers not getting shut out here today. Comes down to Wheeler. Wheeler looks goalward. Skies it over the crossbar. Ambitious. Knocking it on for Leggett. Martinez lost it. Head from Jacoby. Kaplan pressuring. And Wheeler doing the same. Wins it in midfield. Calm pass to Rollins Heath. Heath looking for Goldberg, running on the other side. It's picked up by Rego. Restarts with a roll. A little careless in the back for PDS, leads to a turnover. As Heath slides it along the line, it's out of bounds. Approaching 20 minutes to go here in the second half. 4-1 lead. Princeton, or for Montclair Kimberly Academy, Ricardo Martinez. Trying to spring Leggett up the right side. Knocked out by Park of MKA. A throw for Princeton Day School. A goal in the next, well, you could say 5 to 7 minutes for Princeton Day School would give them a chance here. Jacoby. Now Leggett. And again, when you've got Leggett on your team, as he draws the foul here, it's going to be a free kick from just outside the 18. You know, you can score pretty quickly. I think that's a favorable spot for Montclair Kimberly Academy. It looked like Leggett was just outside the 18 when he was hit. Instead, he's got about 24 yards of distance to try to put this one home. Wesley Leggett stands on the ball. Right into the wall and right back to him. And then it's knocked over to the far side, out of bounds. A throw for PDS. Leggett's going to leave it off so he can get into the middle. Over the head of Martinez and cleared free by MKA. Chested down by Wheeler. Trails it and finds an open man on the near side in Spencer Goldberg. Beautifully done by Zach Wheeler. Looking for Latta. Good idea. But they did not connect there. Bodies go flying there, and the ref says play on. Ricardo Martinez with a good slide, and oh man, he looks hurt. Martinez gonna get up, and he looks okay. He went down for a moment, it didn't look good, but now he's back to the action. He's holding that left thigh area. PDS gonna start back with Rego. 17.5 on the clock here in half number 2. Rollins Heath looking for Latta. Jacoby defending. Latta shielding. And it's a 6-yard kick. Substitutions for Montclair Kimberly Academy. Elliot Odell comes out. Sean Cadigan comes in. Cadigan picked up that yellow card earlier on in the second half. Ahead right to Kaplan. Nachikumba trying to win for Princeton Day School. He comes back. As the ball gets forward, but Jock Hughes is there. Hughes will roll it back to the goaltender. Oh, Spencer Latta's offsides. Cherry picking behind the D. As Connor McIntyre was well in front of him, he was the last defender.
Come on, Danny.
Call a quick shielding foul on Princeton Day School. See Montclair Kimberly Academy not in any particular hurry to restart this. Kaplan been very solid in the midfield. Here's a turnover as Leggett knocks it on for Chikumba. He gets there, the keeper's out, and he's bailed out by his defender. Will Horn got back to cut it off. I think it might have been Horn who turned it over initially. So good recovery there. Chikumba would have had an empty net to shoot to. PDS settles for a corner kick. 15 minutes to go in the game. Substitution for the Panthers. William Sedgley comes back in. He replaces Alex Lou Nuwakos. Ricardo Martinez, the righty on the ball, plays it short. It's Sedgley into the middle. Kaplan heads it down. Auslander got a touch, and speed is one of his strengths, and he wins the ball here utilizing it. However, his pass for Sedgley out of bounds on the far side, and MKA gets out of the danger from the corner kick. Numbers for Montclair Kimberly. Latta splits the uprights. Three points in football, 0 points in soccer. .5 to play. PDS with an opportunity to get this ball forward as the whistle comes, and they'll restart with Jacoby right over midfield. Jacoby in the direction of Leggett, and strong hands from Garofalo, who brings it down in traffic. Takes his time before restarting with a punt. Auslander for Jacoby, and now Leggett with open green on the far side. Leggett in the midst of 4 MKA players. Goes 1-2 with Sedgley. Leggett's rocket with a left foot is well wide. And a 6-yard kick. the sun goes down, temperatures go down as well here in Montclair. See more shade covering the field as Zach Wheeler goes hard into the box and collides with Jacques Hughes. Leggett's head finds his opponent in Seth Kaplan, but a deflection gives it back to Wesley Leggett. Leggett chopped down right at the top of the 18 by Will Horn. So this ball will be placed right at the top of that semicircle, and Leggett trying to score quickly. He's denied by Garofalo. One was searching for the corner. That would have given PDS some life. 11 minutes and 15 seconds to go. Far post, Leggett's over there, bicycle kick towards Chukumba. Martinez scores! Into the corner it goes! It started with the bicycle pass, and look at this. Well, I mean, Garofalo's got to get rid of the ball. I would have carded. I think PDS is in the right there. The goalkeeper trying to waste some time after the goal, and he throws it away. I would give him a card. So he threw it away from midfield, almost in a delay of game fashion. But moral of the story is, and also the clock stops anyway, so PDS can hurry up as much as they want to try to get the ball back to midfield. It doesn't do them any good because the clock does stop after the goal. May not stop officially here on your screen, but it does stop in the pocket of the referee. The score 4-2, Princeton Day School not going away. 2 unanswered goals. A goal from Wesley Leggett and Ricardo Martinez. Just put one home. It pinballed around off of a cross, a beautiful bicycle cross from Wesley Leggett. Rollins Heath comes off for MKA. Knocking it forward in the direction of Chukumba. Sedgley here on the near side. Ball out of bounds. It'll be MKA throw. Under 10 to play. Auslander, defensive back, goes to retrieve. Looks forward to play it to Chukumba. He does connect. Now Sedgley. Now Martinez. The direction of Chukumba. It'll come in on Garofalo, who again slows the pace. Princeton Day School starting to make some connections on the field here, certainly in this second half, as they've scored both of their goals in the last 10 minutes. And if it weren't for that penalty kick, we'd have a 1-goal game here. Call that off of Leggett. See what the delay is here. Oh, there might have been a card. It looks like that's the case because Leggett's coming off. So Leggett given a yellow card. And he goes off the field. And he's subbed for Bruno Cucci for the moment. Also coming off is Jacobi. And he's replaced by Joseph Santamaria. Santamaria with the head. Latta knocking it forward. And Rego. Goaltender plays it out of bounds. This time Rego's ball goes out of bounds on the other side. Room here in the midfield for MKA. Danny D'Angelo looking forward. Latta is right there at the top of the 18, but Rego cuts it off. Nicely done by D'Angelo. It was a good ball.
Behind you.
This ball gonna stay in play. See PDS shielding over there. Jared McDonald wins the throw. Here comes Leggett again. McDonald for Chikumba. McDonald with the head. Leggett now with the head. Oh, they're going to call him for a foul. Oof. The stuff that they've let go throughout this game. A questionable call there. I think the referees, for the most part, have done a really nice job in this one. That one a little weak. Certainly, considering the circumstances in the second half, with PDS down by 2. Leggett skies in the air for this head ball. Chikumba at the top, leaves it for Leggett here, and he's deflected out of bounds. Sean Cadigan got in the way. Zach Wheeler with the wheels. I'm going to call a foul on Princeton Day School. Form of Connor McIntyre, and they card him too. McIntyre with no argument, he heads off the field. And a free kick for MKA. Still just under 5 minutes to play. And Zach Wheeler lines it up towards the penalty spot. Knocked into the PDS crowd over there on the far side. Sean Latta trying to make something happen. Doing well to waste some time in the corner. PDS finally wrestles it away from him. Leggett all the way back on defense, and he draws the foul. And now the clock stops. Another card comes out. And it's called on Dylan Latta. And Latta, what he did was he hit the ball away with his arm to delay Princeton Day School from restarting. So it was a delay of game card in effect. Which is what I argued could have been called on the goaltender for MKA a couple moments ago, as Leggett goes down hard. PDS is going to have to, well, they're going to play it anyway, even though their top goal scorer isn't there. Leggett's still shaken up behind the play. And a tough spot for him as he's hobbled on the far side. PDS down by 2. It's Martinez now for McDonald. And now Wheeler for Montclair. Gets all the way in on Rego. 3 minutes to go in the game. Whistle on Wheeler at midfield. Jacoby on the ball. Try to serve it in. As PDS gets forward. High ball towards the penalty area. Leggett gets it down, and then it's deflected in. Auslander scores. 2:44 to go. It's 4-3, and Princeton Day School has come all the way back.
Guys, let's seal this.
So Auslander scores on the set piece. Goals for PDS from Auslander, Leggett, and Martinez. 3 unanswered in the last 20 minutes for Princeton Day School. And still time for PDS to try to tie this up and go to overtime. .220 and counting. Handball. They didn't call it. Maybe they're playing on. Wow. Pretty clear handball there, and MKA got away with it. Would have given Princeton Day School an opportunity to get forward again. Instead, with 2 minutes left, they've got to work the ball up the field the old-fashioned way. In the direction of Leggett here. And Leggett called for a dangerous leg. He spots it. And look at MKA wasting time here as they restart. Clock ticks under 2 minutes. In fact, down to 1:30 as the goaltender in Garofalo plays it over the line. Valiant fight here from Princeton Day School, but it comes down to this last minute of play. And Auslander gets it upfield. He just scored the most recent goal. Leggett flicking it on. Chakumba, Shields. Leggett knocks it forward and then runs after it. Leggett into the corner. Bumped, no call. Instead, it's knocked out of bounds, and well, that ball's going to continue to roll all the way down the hill beside this field. Probably into traffic, too. But in any event, it's going to be a throw for Princeton Day School, and the clock is stopped. So, again, official time on the field. There's been a number of stoppages here in the second half, so your official time on your screen says 46 minutes. There's less than a minute to play as Garofalo lets it roll. And that chance goes awry for PDS. And again, MKA doing their best to waste some time here. But they did officially stop the clock again. So now the referee is going to go over to the scorer's table. I mean, this is why you just keep the official time on the field. They do have a scoreboard here. We'll pan over to that real quick. See, 35 seconds. And they're just going to stop that clock. So that clock is, as it should be, not functional. But Princeton Day School still with less than a minute to get something going here. This ball out of bounds. Seconds remaining. And that's going to do it. Valiant fight from Princeton Day School to come all the way back and make it a game, but it's Montclair Kimberly Academy with a Prep B championship. They win 4-3. They score the game's first 4 goals. And they gave the fans a little bit of an aneurysm here at the end, but able to secure the win. Garofalo playing well. Maybe played a little bit too defensive in the second half, but when you're up by 4 goals, you can afford to do so. And the difference in the game, wouldn't you know it, that penalty kick, when at the time it seemed so inconsequential. But it ends up being the difference as you see Princeton Day School put up a good fight. And congratulations to them for making it here to this Prep B championship. And congratulations more so to the Montclair Kimberly Academy Cougars for winning. In the final 4-3, 3 goals from Dylan Latta, a goal from Zach Wheeler. And the team shake hands here at the end. So we thank you for joining us here on the Play-by-Play Sports Network. Again, a reminder that tomorrow we will have live coverage of these 2 teams. Not these exact same 2 teams, but these 2 schools. But the girls' version of the game, the NJISAA Prep B Championship for the girls is tomorrow from Baker Field on the campus of Princeton Day School. That game at 3 o'clock tomorrow, Wednesday, on Halloween. And we'll see you then. So from here at Montclair Kimberly Academy, the final 4-3 in favor of the MKA Cougars. A Prep B crown for Montclair Kimberly Academy, as you'll get a quick look at Todd Smith, athletic director here at MKA, who gets to award the trophy to the winning Cougars. Guess we'll let this play out. I'm going to do the trophy presentation. Todd Smith on the left, Tim Williams on the right, those 2. Before this year, know each other pretty well, but this week they get to see each other a lot. And as PDS and MKA face off in the Prep B championships for field hockey and both girls and boys Prep B soccer. So we'll bump up our natural sound microphone so you can hear Todd Smith. I hope he's got enough of a booming voice to be captured here by our microphone up here in the press box.
On behalf, I get everyone's attention, please. On behalf of the New Jersey Prep State Association, I'd like to congratulate both MK and Princeton on a great final this afternoon. So please congratulate both teams. My name is Todd Smith, the Director of Athletics here at MK. This is Tim Williams, Director of Athletics down at Princeton Day. At this time, we'd like to congratulate our finalists in the senior class, especially as this is their last game this year. We wish them all the luck in the future. In second place this year in a great tournament, Princeton Day. If we can have the captains come out. And our champion this year, for the second year in a row, we got the captains from Montclair Kimberly Academy from out. Again, thank you all for coming out today. We wish everybody the best moving forward. MK boys got the state tournament coming up. Again, thank you for a great final. These two teams see each other in a lot of sports throughout the year. Today's no different. We had an action-packed second half. Again, congratulations to both PDS and MK. Congratulations.
All right, so one last time, a congratulations to Montclair Kimberly Academy. They get to pinch in for this picture that will certainly be enshrined on the wall of the halls of Montclair Kimberly Academy for years to come. Congrats to MKA, the Prep B champions here in 2018. And with this picture, we will leave you here from Montclair. Thanks for joining us. 4-3, Montclair Kimberly Academy over Princeton Day School. Simon Rosenwasser signing off live from the Play by Play Sports Network.